This week on LongShot TV,
I had an 8-pointer come out from my left, and he came within about 20 yards or so. It'd been a perfect shot if it was a big buck. I heard some noise off to my left, some leaves rustling, something walking pretty heavy, and I looked, and it was a really nice 10-pointer. And then it stepped out. It seemed like it came out just a little bit, and boom, I mean, a huge set of horns. I knew this was definitely a shooter.
Welcome to LongShot TV. Wade's coming off of a devastating miss on a buck we call Big Brow. There is some time left here in the Ohio season. Let's see if he can get back on one.
Well, it's November 5th. I'm back in the ground blind again this morning where I had the encounter with the big brow time buck that I missed. I actually seen that deer this morning. I was slipping in here, running just a few minutes late. I could just barely see. And off in the distance, I seen him bedded in the CRP field, the edge of it. But it's been a pretty slow morning. I just had my first deer come out. Like I said, it's around 10 o'clock, and other than that, we've had no action. So I'm just gonna sit in here. It's a real cold morning, so hopefully he'll show himself.
So I finally got over Big Brow. I realized I'm not gonna be able to kill a deer sitting in the cabin, so I just gotta stay in the woods and keep plugging away at it and hopefully get another crack at one. Started seeing a bunch of does right off the rip, feeding around. It looked like it was a good morning. It was a pretty crisp morning, real quiet, and seeing a lot of deer movement. But then about 10 o'clock or so, it kind of slacked off a little bit. I had an 8-pointer come out from my left, and he came within about 20 yards or so. It'd been a perfect shot if it was a big buck. He kind of milled around, fed, and he wasn't in no hurry leaving, so that was definitely a good sign. Started seeing a few bucks move around.
It's November 7th. Still in pursuit for Big Brow, the deer that I had to encounter with and missed. Only been in the blind about an hour and a half this morning. We've had some action already.
So a few days later, I got back in the blind, and it was another good morning, cold. I love hunting these good cold mornings. I had a 10-pointer come out from my left, and he just kind of skirted right by me. If it was a big shooter buck, I definitely wouldn't have a shot at him. He just kind of slipped right by and kind of stayed in the thicket. And so it was a good sign. It was early in the hunt, and seen a nice 10-pointer already, so I was getting a little pumped, excited. It helps definitely when you're seeing deer move. I heard some noise off to my left, some leaves rustling, something walking pretty heavy, and I looked, and it was a really nice 10-pointer. Kind of had chocolate color horns, probably 3 to 3.5 year old deer tops. Just a good deer.
This segment of LongShot TV was brought to you in part by Judd Coon Chevrolet.
You don't just want a truck, you want a Judd Coon custom lift truck. In stock now at Judd Coon Chevrolet in Little River. 6-inch lifts, chrome wheels, real tree camo fender flares. And you can check them out at Judd Coon Chevrolet. Judd Coon's Build-A-Truck is the first choice for hunters, outdoor enthusiasts, and folks that just won't settle for second best. Come in to Judd Coon Chevrolet in Little River or call 877-977-8782 to schedule a test drive. Buildatruck.net.
One of the downsides of owning your own business here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, is the odds are stacked against me. I know. It's only a matter of time before a disaster strikes again. That's the reason why I trust Tillman Insurance Agency.
Tillman Insurance is located at 905 2nd Avenue North here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Check out the number below for any of your auto, home, business, life insurance needs.
Crestcom Bank is now offering our customers a new reason to smile. It's our totally free checking. And when we say free, we mean free. Totally free checking means free online banking, free online bill pay, free MasterCard debit card, free first order of checks. You'll even receive a free gift when you open an account. To sign up for totally free checking, visit any of our Crestcom Bank locations throughout Myrtle Beach and Charleston. Crestcom Bank, have a nice bank.
I heard some noise off to my left, some leaves rustling, something walking pretty heavy, and I looked, and it was a really nice 10-pointer. Kind of had chocolate color horns, probably 3 to 3.5 year old deer tops. Just a good deer, and he fed in front of me, hung out, it seemed like, for 15-20 minutes. All of a sudden this little button buck came out, and I mean, walked right up to him and was kind of nosing up to him. I thought the 10-pointer was going to flip him over his shoulders. Didn't know what was going to happen. He thought he was a bad little fella. He stayed pretty calm. The deer mellowed out and just kind of eased off.
I just passed on about 135, 140 inch 10-pointer. Nice young deer. He'll be a good deer next year. But still holding out for Big Brow, so let's see if he shows up.
as it was getting closer to the end of November, deer hunting started picking up a little bit. Got these two little button bucks in front of me. They're kind of bumping heads, nudging each other around, and it's pretty cool to watch. And all of a sudden, to my left again, I have another buck came out, and he came right by. I mean, not far from my left window at all. He kind of walked up to one of the little button bucks, kind of nudged at him a little bit. He kind of followed one off into the thicket, and they were in there. I could hear them, I couldn't see them running around a little bit. And then in the meantime, while they're in the thicket, I had another buck come out. Kind of only had one side of his rack to him. He came out, and the deer were starting to pile in here pretty good. All of a sudden, in the thicket, I had the busted rack buck with the limb come out. They were kind of sparred around a little bit, pushed each other around a little bit. Had like 3 or 4 different young bucks in front of me, but the one bigger one, you could definitely tell he was definitely the dominant buck out of this group of deer. But I think there's one here a lot bigger that kind of busted him up, because he looked pretty worn out with his limbs, his horns busted up. It looked like something got a hold of him. So I was just gonna sit here and keep putting my time in, and with all this deer action going on, I was feeling pretty confident I was bound to see a big one.
This segment of LongShot TV was brought to you in part by Atlantic Heating and Cooling.
It's so hot, our AC went down, but who to call in this beach town? That cool mascot, but what's the name? What would the penguin say? Atlantic Heating and Cooling, Atlantic Heating and Cooling, that's what the penguin says!
Call now for amazing Carrier lease purchase financing. No credit check needed. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Atlantic Heating and Cooling. Be cool, y'all.
My claim to fame is fresh and local seafood. A grouper sandwich or a grouper dinner, you can't beat it. This is what we use in our restaurant. This is what has made us famous. Whether it's grouper or fresh catch of the day, we'll prepare it the way you want, whether a sandwich or dinner or blackened or grilled or fried.
All right, you guys, we have our crab leg special over here of 3 pounds.
It's usually 1 to 2 day old fish. Weight is packed out on a LongShot charter fishing boat and comes right into crab catchers. As fresh as can be.
In the meantime, while I've been hunting here, I had another ground blind set up with a camera on it. And what do you know, Big Brow showed back up and another nice buck we call Wideload. I saw this deer earlier in the season, late September, early October, and had several pictures of him then, and he kind of just fell off the map, and I hadn't seen him or got any other pictures of him until just now, but it's definitely a good sign.
Well guys, it's January 1st. I just got settled back in the ground blind here. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got about 12 inches of snow on the ground. Perfect conditions. We're hunting over our CRP field. It's got a little bit of clover. We got a little clover plot mixed in it. And these deer's been hitting it pretty hard. Still in search of Big Brow. I missed him earlier in the season, November 4th. And anyway, we've got a couple real good bucks hitting this food plot here. So we're going to put our time in this. Hopefully one of them shows herself.
So now it's early January, and I've just got through the holidays and getting over having a cold. I've been sick for like the last week, laid up in the cabin, couldn't really get out, and it was just killing me. Laid up here thinking about Big Brow or Wideload in front of my ground blind, and I hadn't managed to be in the woods. So anyway, I get all that behind me, and finally get a good wind, and the day I decided to go, we got about 12 inches of snow on the ground.
Daggone, if it ain't cold, it's about 12 degrees right now.
Probably about an hour into the hunt, I see a deer. I can't really get him on camera, but he's kind of off to the right of him. I couldn't tell, you know, what it was, a small buck or a doe, definitely. But it was off to my far right, and it was like standing right in the edge of the wood line. Then all of a sudden, I looked across the field there in front of me, and I saw some movement in the far left-hand corner. And when I looked and seen it was a deer, and then it stepped out, it seemed like it came out just a little bit, and boom, I mean, a huge set of horns. My wind's perfect for this big buck coming, but this little buck could bust me any minute, and I got my fingers crossed and hoping and praying that he's going to keep his cool and not mess it up for me. This is definitely the deer, one of the deer I'm after on my hit list. This is Wideload. There's no mistaking this deer. I'm just waiting for him to give me the opportunity to put this rage behind the shoulder. I just need a perfect broadsided shot. This deer hung out forever, and I was sitting there with the bow like this right here, just ready and waiting. I mean, sweating bullets, worried about both cameras and making a good shot. All of a sudden the deer turns to my left and opens that front shoulder up.
This segment of LongShot TV was brought to you in part by The Shack.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises are located conveniently here in North Myrtle Beach. Some of the world's best deep sea fishing is found right here off the coast of the Carolinas. Voyager Fishing Fleet has 4 different vessels ranging from 100 to 44 feet and offer a wide range of trips to fit any budget. Find us on the web at supervoyagerdeepseafishing.com or call us direct at 843-626-4900. Call and book your trip today.
One of the downsides of owning your own business here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, is the odds are stacked against me. I know. It's only a matter of time before disaster strikes again. That's the reason why I trust Tillman Insurance Agency.
Tillman Insurance is located at 905 2nd Avenue North here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Check out the number below for any of your auto, home, business, life insurance needs.
You don't just want a truck, you want a Judd Kuhn custom lift truck. In stock now at Judd Kuhn Chevrolet in Little River. 6-inch lifts, chrome wheels, real tree camo fender flares. And you can check them out at Judd Kuhn Chevrolet. Judd Kuhn's Build-A-Truck is the first choice for hunters, outdoor enthusiasts, and folks that just won't settle for second best. Come in to Judd Kuhn Chevrolet in Little River or call 877-977-8782 to schedule a test drive. Buildatruck.net.
All of a sudden the deer turns to my left and opens that front shoulder up.
Yes. 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 Holy cow.
I actually followed through, saw the arrow hit the deer, and I had immediately a good feeling. I knew I killed this deer.
I've been sick for the last week. I hadn't been able to get out of the house for the past 3 days. I've been so daggone sick. I finally decided to get out and give it a shot, and the deer I've been looking for finally showed up, and we put a nice shot on with the Matthews bow.
I mean, I was just happy as could be that it just happened. My season's over here in Ohio. I got a big buck down. I feel that strong about it.
Just thank the good Lord. Yes.
I went ahead and called Adam. I was so excited I could barely talk, and told him, "Hey Adam, I got a Wideload down."
I got one for us. I got the big one, yeah. No, not a big brow. He may be bigger than big brow. It's that other big one we had around here, that big 13-pointer.
I tell him I gotta hurry up and get a hold of the guys and try to get the deer out of the woods, because I'm by myself. I don't know whether to take all the camera equipment and set it up and go try to film myself recovering this deer, or go get some help.
I shot him right over here about 20 yards, and went easier and see if we can find him. It was a nice buck. I feel like I made a great hit. Nice blood all through here. Well, here's the... Yeah, that's what we like to see. That'll rage. Open him up, got a real nice, got a clean pass through. I'm gonna ease on out of here and go back to the lodge and get the other guys and come back and let's see if we can find this deer. I'm back here by myself, and it's a little tough to look for a deer, to run a camera and do it all, but anyway, stay with us and we'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go inside and tell the guys the good news. I don't think they're going to believe me. I'm always joking with them, but I got the big boy today. I feel like I put a great shot on him, so I'm going to go here and break the news to him. Y'all boys ready? Oh yeah. You got your knife sharp?
We plugged the camera into the TV, watched the playback of the shot, and we all felt 100% confident that I killed the deer.
That's one fine deer.
Dude,
yeah.
Got him.
Oh, he smoked.
He's smoking, man.
So me and the guys loaded up and drove to the farm and decided to go try to find this deer.
We're going to use through this thicket here and spread out, see if we find him. It's pretty thick through here, so hopefully we'll find him. Little meat right here, Roy. Hard intestines, it's frozen, hard.
Seemed like we probably went, I don't know, another 75 yards through this thicket. All of a sudden, up in front of me, I just saw a huge set of horns sticking up out the snow.
There he is. Come up here. Oh my God. Holy cow. Check this thing out. Holy cow, man. It's late season, foot of snow on the ground, highs in the teens. It don't get much better than this right here. We had several pictures of this deer earlier in the season and just didn't present himself to get a crack at him, but this season he made a mistake, and here you go. Ohio late season archery. Don't get much better than this. We got a foot of snow on the ground, highs in the teens. We've had a long, tough season, hunted hard, and got the job done this afternoon with Tall Tine Outfitters and LongShot TV.
I was definitely heartbroken when I missed Big Brow, but I was over it, extremely excited. I mean, this was even a better deer. I mean, I was just tickled to death. So it just goes to show you, if you miss a deer like that and you know you get heartbroken and you feel like you've done something wrong, just stick it out, keep putting your time in, and I mean, it can happen for you. It happened to me, it can happen to anybody.
It's been a long, tough season. Had a few close encounters with some nice bucks. Had an opportunity back in early November at Big Brow, shot right over his back. What can I say? If you bow hunt long enough, it's bound to happen. I guess it was just my time. But anyway, got lucky yesterday evening, made a great shot on this nice Ohio bruiser here. Yeah, you did.
Why buy your next vehicle at Judd Kuhn Chevrolet? The Judd Kuhn Advantage, of course. You get a lifetime powertrain warranty. Other dealers will protect your interior and exterior for 5 years. Other dealers, you get free key replacements, free car washes, free lifetime tire rotations, and free courtesy shuttle service. Other dealers, plus you'll get an extra $500 for your trade. Judd's best value guarantee and Bird Dog Club. Other dealers just don't add up.
The new ATMC Experience Store in Charlotte is now open. Come in to check out our Try It Before You Buy It demonstration stations for digital cable TV, 100 meg broadband, and home security and automation services. Plus, we have a full line of wireless phones and accessories from AT&T. Whether you're ordering new services, paying your bill, or have questions, we're here to help Monday through Friday and Saturday too. The new ATMC Experience Store, Main Street in Charlotte beside Duffers.
This month on Health Watch, hear from Dr. Pilar Johnson with Navant Health Oceanside Family Medicine, Amy Myers with the Navant Health Foundation Brunswick Medical Center, and Dr. Thomas Kelso with Orthopedic Specialists. Health Watch on ATMC TV. Explore our hometown on ATMC TV. This month's show features the Brunswick Little Theater, the Brunswick Arts Council, and Brunswick Bands. It's all on our hometown on ATMC TV.
ATMC TV works hard to bring you the best in local programming for Brunswick and Columbus counties. Our goal is to provide local programming that is interesting, informative, and entertaining to the residents of our area. ATMC TV also offers all their information at atmctv.com. Find out when your favorite shows are airing, watch current ATMC TV episodes, check the local bulletins, or even submit a public service announcement about your organization. Be sure to check us out on the web at ATMC.